What is the worst surgery that ever happened in history? I would say this. What the hell is this? No, for real, the worst thing that a surgeon could ever do to you, I think, is to kill you, right? But what if I tell you that there was a surgeon that was operating on one patient and killed 3 people? 300% mortality rate. So this happened before anesthesia in the 1800s. Surgeons had to be as quick as possible to minimize pain, and it's less likely for them to bleed out. This doctor is called Dr. Robert Liston. He's known for being the fastest surgeon in his time. He was specialized in amputations. If you wanted to amputate a limb, he's the guy. Some people claim that Liston could amputate a leg in less than 2.5 minutes. Less than 2.5 minutes. At one point, even getting it down to 28 seconds. 28 seconds. Okay, I think you guys got it. He goes in, chop, 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 and leaves. At that time, most surgeons used to lose 1 in 4 patients, but Dr. Liston used to lose 1 in 10 patients. So that's pretty good at that time. But one day, Dr. Liston had an unlucky day. Just like a regular day at the office, he was performing a leg amputation on a patient. Back then, surgeries used to be in auditoriums, so, all the students can watch and learn. His patient was laying down on his table. He brought his knife. He's ready to amputate his patient's leg. I don't want to wear a mask at home. 1, 2, 3. He amputated the patient's leg, which is perfect, but at the same time, he accidentally cut off his surgical assistant's fingers. So at this point, he was like, oh shit. So he swung his knife back up and he accidentally clipped the spectator's dress. In the 1800s, men used to wear dresses for some reason. So he clipped his dress just like this, and the spectator just dropped dead. So the patient and the doctor's assistant, they both died after their wound got infected after a couple of days, and the spectator, he just died of fright. It happens. And this was the only surgery recorded in history where there was 300% mortality rate. And with another patient, Dr. Liston was getting a little bit too excited, so amputated his leg, and he accidentally clipped off his testicles. Imagine trying to explain that to your patient. The surgery was a success, but it was like a little error in the surgery. I saved your life though, but testicles gone. I'm just so glad that I live in the 21st century. That's all I have for now. Don't forget to slap the subscribe button. See you next week. That was actually so satisfying. That's my first time doing it. See you next week. Goodbye.